Hello everybody, it's Matthias here, aka Kainiac. I usually just post videos from the drone's perspective and put some music under it, but today I thought I'm gonna do a little bit of talking. I'm at the school here, KainFPV High School. This is an amazing flying place here. Well, at least for the little DJI Neo. I'm hoping to get something better than this soon, but this is a good trainer, even for learning how to race, because you can't really freestyle with this. You can't make your maneuvers. It just doesn't have the power and it's too heavy. But it does make a really nice cruiser, and because it comes with all the safety features, you can make it beep. Easy to find that way. You always have the last 30 seconds of your recording on the goggles, even if you're not recording on the goggles, and it just makes really nice videos that you can use for all kinds of stuff. Anyway, that's a lot of talking, but let's do some flying. I'm just practicing here, learning how to fly through tight gaps without being afraid. That does go wrong often. Not the way you think. Like, I never, when I go through a gap, I don't hit the gap, I don't miss straight on, but when I'm trying to curve around walls and stuff, the wind often push me, or I don't do it properly, whatever is off camera. Anyway, I talk too much. I really want to learn how to become a YouTuber that can entertain people, but I find it easier to fly drones than to do that. So let's just fly, that I can fly. Let's just fly. Yeah, let's just do what we always do. The thing is, I don't know if I can talk and focus at flying at the same time. Let's just go for our gaps. That wasn't very smooth. And that's just because I'm a little nervous. Because it's so silly. If I'm just flying, I'm also recording. So why am I nervous now? I don't know. So this is a really nice gap to fly through. I'm not going that fast. This one is pretty easy. It looks impressive, but it's rather simple. And there's a tiny gap at the end. And that one is, I have not missed that one yet. It's fairly simple. All these gaps on camera, they look way smaller than they truly are. These gaps are all huge, and it's very hard to miss them. And yeah, I'm flying at full echo, of course, so I can make my dives, but you can't dive here. There's some cables that will show up really late. I kind of know where that one is, but I haven't gone under that one a lot. Let's go under the table here. It's a fun little gap, and then my one dive that I always do here is a pretty simple dive. I have not messed up this dive at all. Over the roof, and now let's curve around and fly until we're gonna go curve around this thingy here, and then we'll fly through the gap here, and then down through the goal post here. And now this is one of my favorite gaps here. You go over the trees, you can make this dive here just under the cable, and then there's some nice gaps here as well, just flying through the opening in the trees here. There's gaps here, but I've never nailed these ones. I think I've tried it with the Avata. It's probably easier with the Neo, but not gonna risk it today, because if it crashes there, then I'm kind of hooked. I know this roof very well here. I know where all the cables are. This is very simple. And then after here, we can dive down. We can even go here. This is pretty simple too. Let's go to the left now. Let's dive in this gap here. This one is pretty simple. I do get a little bad signal here, but you can fly through it. But I can't do anything special here. If I go outside of my racing line, what's gonna happen is let's see if we can go through some chairs. Now full speed going through a chair, I think I don't have enough time to adjust, unless like the chair is always at exactly the same position. But yeah, that's not so hard. These ones are also not that hard, but you gotta be lined up properly. You gotta be lined up properly, and I don't want to do these at full speed yet. That's metal, and that can really fuck up my camera if it goes wrong. And then first flying in here is fun. I haven't really practiced that because I don't really want to hit the roof, but I think I should start putting these ones in my routine. I think that would be pretty cool. And also there is a lot of space here as well that I should easily be able to fly through, but if you mess up with the cable, like if you hit a cable, if you're going fast, I can never recover from that at all. My recoveries are lucky, you know. You can only recover is if you fall and then for a fraction of a second the horizon is lined up so you can orientate, then you can just then you can give throttle and you can save it. If I fall, I just let it fall, and if I'm lucky it will line up and I can save it, hopefully. You know, because once your horizon is lined up, then any sideways movement I can get that out. I'll still have like really wild oscillations, so there's some cables here, but that's fine. If I go straight, I'd lose signal there, or too much signal. Then there's a nice gap here, very simple gap as well. Yeah, it's nice that the Neos are small. And then why am I slowing down so much? I have never. I think you can do these at a decent speed because these are just lined up. So yeah, let's practice that. Let's practice this. No, these are not lined up. The other ones are lined up. And I should also start going through this one because that's fun. Yeah, that one's pretty simple actually. And then there's some really cool gaps here. I haven't attempted them yet, but it would be nice to pretend like I'm aiming for that one there. See, I can't do it, because like I'm at a 15-degree angle, and as soon as I pitch forward, I'm gonna go down fast. So I would really have to like go for it. I haven't practiced this one yet, but if I go really low here, see, did this? Yeah, it is definitely possible, but if I miss that, I will crash into that wall at a speed I'm not really comfortable with. So it'd be fun to pretend like I'm lining up for the big gap, and then kind of subvert expectations by diving through the small. And this one is still, well, I mean, it's big enough, but you have to then. To do that while you're in a dive and a curve, you cannot do it straight. So that's a high skill gap beyond my sport. This is all like very simple. And then at any time, see that these are all big enough. If you do it slow enough, it looks impressive because it's so close to the ground. But there's not much to it. Actually, don't fly through this. This one is fairly simple. Like, you have so much line up time, but I gotta what I really gotta start practicing is like fly through this one at, let's do that. Well, I'm at 50 now, but see, I want to fly through it with a little bit of speed, and then turn around and still fly backwards. I want to keep my forward speed. Well, then it becomes my backward speed, I guess. I want to keep that. Yeah. Also, the roof here is just nice. I think especially in the other direction where we have I like it when there's a shade. You can just hop like here, and that one would be cool. Yeah, that one would be tricky because there won't be a lot of time to fall down. If I do it too fast, I won't be able to fall down. But and you can't see it here. But see, that's doable. I think even at a greater speed. But that's I have to do that completely blindly. But that's going to be a cool gap. If I just I'd have to fly really low and then just drop. Yeah, it's only a small drop, so the Neo would drop. The Neo drops rather fast when I let go of the throttle. So I think that one is possible. Yeah, this one is very simple, especially from this angle. And there's that cable here. I think I want to play with that cable too. Like I haven't gone under that cable a lot. And then yeah, will I lose signal here? No. Wow. See, man, the OptiSync 4 system they have now is just like it's going down. Like I'm definitely losing. You see how like there's these spots where it's 8, but I'm not like it's flyable, you know? Ah, that's slow. I really do not like going like hitting 6 megabit becomes sketchy, but I have control. I haven't felt any increase in latency. We're low bat now. I usually around 37%. You know, if it's a really long flight, I'll land at 30. But usually from 40 to 30, it starts dropping rather fast. And then of course here, I always like to fly here. There's so much fun stuff to do here. Yeah, there's definitely here, but there's these cables. But I can definitely fly over this roof here and drop down once I learn where the cables are. Yeah, above the cables, and then just straight under here. Even I think I can go through this one too. Yeah. See, it's nice to be small, eh? It's really nice to be small, and this is, you know, doing this with the Neo is really not that simple because you have a lot of momentum and inertia and not a lot of power and not a lot of lightness. I'm gonna land now. You see how we went, how fast our battery is dropping now. Now, I usually press the pause button, but every time I've done that, okay. And the last couple of flights, I hit so much stuff that wasn't working anymore. But I did a full, I did a reset of the IMU and everything. Like I calibrated everything again. So luckily that's working now. Usually I land it in my hand for some style points. Yeah. Well, that was it for this session. I don't know if that's interesting content or not. I don't know if people are interested in it, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep on making content until I find something that people really want to see. Like, and you know, I just want to get to a point where every video I make, I get like 5 or 10 comments. Then I know I'm going in the right direction. Like, I always make videos because it's nice to work on my video editing skills, even if nobody's watching them. And the quality of my productions is slowly starting to go up. Like, you know, I'm putting the watermarks in there, and then of course like the KainfPV AI that I've been working on is really, really cool. So you take an existing song and you split it up in stems, you feed it into my AI, and then you can just make subtle changes to the lyrics. So then, you know, a Blink 182 song is suddenly about flying a drone, and it sounds exactly like Blink 182, like it's like the original, but then suddenly like certain words are changed or certain sentences are changed. It's really, really cool to be able to do that because you don't expect it. You're like, oh, I put a Blink 182 song, and then suddenly Blink 182 is singing about flying drones and stuff and a DJI Neo or whatever. That's just really cool. All right, anyway, I think I'm also out of recording time on the Neo. What do I still have? 3 minutes. So I'm gonna do a couple more flights, maybe with the Avata. And yeah, thanks guys for watching. I really hope you guys are gonna show up on a regular basis to my videos. I think we can have a lot of fun as a YouTube community. I'm a little different from everybody else, and there should be some alert to that. See you guys.